Hello friends, I am DK and I welcome you all to your own channel. Under our tutorial series Zero to Hero, this is the episode number 22. And friends, today we will be discussing a very important chart pattern. As you understand that in previous episodes, we have given an overview of the chart patterns and the locations where they appear and the types of chart patterns which were discussed in the prior episodes under Zero to Hero. So under this series, we are starting chart pattern one by one to give the complete understanding of chart pattern, the psychology behind such formation, and what should be the strategy to trade when such chart patterns appear on the price chart. So in this series, we will be discussing today the first chart pattern, which is a reversal chart pattern which appears in the transition period either at the distribution area or distribution zone or maybe accumulation zone, and that indicates that the possible change in the trend would be there. So friends, this is head and shoulder. So under the head and shoulder category, we will be discussing the bearish head and shoulder pattern when it appears near a distribution phase of the market, which indicates that the market was an uptrend. Now the downtrending move will start and the market will reach to the markdown phase. Similarly, we will be discussing the head and shoulder which appear near the accumulation phase, indicating that the downtrend is ending and uptrend will start and market would now reach to the markup phase, which is also known as public participation phase. So friend, this head and shoulder, when we talk about the bullish head and shoulder appearing near the accumulation phase, is called inverse head and shoulder. So friends, if you're watching this video, have not yet subscribed the channel, please do subscribe, and after you have subscribed the channel, do enable the notification bell so that you are notified well on time for upcoming uploads and you don't miss out any video on this channel. So friend, let's begin this tutorial on head and shoulder. So friends, let's first understand pictorially all about the reversal chart pattern, as we had given an emphasis that the reversal chart pattern will appear at accumulation phase or distribution phase of the market and will indicate that the trend of the market is changing now. So friends, it's very important to understand as to why this is called head and shoulder pattern, because if you see, this is the body structure of the human being and market was trending up, then forms the left shoulder, then market further moves up, forms the head, then then the price starts correcting, forms the right shoulder, and then there is a breakdown of the neckline. This is the neckline and market breaks down, indicates that the market was so long was in uptrend. Now the trend is reversing towards the downward side, which means the market, after we have witnessed on the price chart the distribution phase, and this area the smart money was getting withdrawn from the market, and now the market has reached to the, after the breakdown of the head and shoulder, has reached to the markdown phase, which is also known as redistribution phase, where there will be several opportunity of trading besides the opportunity to trade or once the breakdown takes place of head and shoulder. So there will be redistribution, means every pullback will see a selling pressure and there will be an opportunity to short the market, where that means we sell higher and cover lower. And friends, this is nothing but an head and shoulder which is bearish in nature. And then friends, we come to the another structure. It is just opposite of the bearish head and shoulder, where we can imagine a person who is looking inverted. Here the trend was downtrending move, formation of a left shoulder, then the price further moves down, forms the head, then price recovers, forms the right shoulder, and then this is the neckline out of which the price breaks out, indicating that the market was in downtrend. This was the accumulation phase, and once the breakout takes place of the reversal chart pattern, that is head and shoulder in this case, it indicates that the market is now entered into the markup phase, where the market is likely to make higher highs and higher lows kind of formation, giving multiple opportunity for a long trade where we buy low and sell at higher price. So this is nothing but a head and shoulder which is bullish in nature, and it is known as inverted head and shoulder or inverse head and shoulder because it is opposite of this head and shoulder. So friends, let's move ahead to understand further conceptually all about head and shoulder pattern. So friends, first let's develop the concept for head and shoulder which is bearish in nature, because once we develop the concept of head and shoulder, then invert head and shoulder is nothing but opposite of head and shoulder. So friends, this is nothing but a kind of formation which we find in the distribution phase, which means prior to the formation of head and shoulder, market was in uptrending mode, and hence friend, it is a kind of three peaks formation. Just imagine the mountain where we are ascending the mountain, so we have several peaks coming in between. So we find one peak, then the highest peak we reach, and then market starts falling, forming the right peak. So left peak is a left shoulder, right peak is the right shoulder, and the highest peak is nothing but the head of the shoulder. So let us understand conceptually that when the market prior to the formation of head and shoulder was an uptrending market, so what structure would be? Market would be making higher highs and higher lows kind of formation. So have a look to the screen where I am going to draw higher highs and higher lows kind of formation. So friends, market has made this impulsive wave on higher side, then market has corrected, then market after correction is over has moved and made a new high, then market makes another correction, and higher highs and higher lows kind of formation continues to happen in the market because the market was in markup phase and was in uptrending situation. Now here suddenly a wave forms which is much larger than the normal corrective waves in the market, and this stage market after having fallen makes another upside move, gives a pullback, and then starts correcting. What market has done? Market at this point has made lower than this point or maybe equal to this level, because this was a support and the market has tested the support and has gone up. So if you see this area, this is nothing but the distribution phase of the market. So this is the left, this is the peak number 1, which is lower than this peak, and this is the peak which is the highest peak. The market corrects, then again makes a right peak. So this is called left shoulder and this is called right shoulder, and the price corrects to break this level. And when we join these two lines, the market corrected here and correction halted here. If we can identify this point from where the market start rising to form the head, and again the market corrects to this to point from where the market rises to form the right shoulder. If we can identify these 2 points and join these 2 points with a straight line, then this is nothing but the neckline of the head and shoulder, and that becomes the reference line. When the price breaks down below this, it indicates that the markdown phase has begun in the market. So let me give one again the emphasize it that we have given a clear emphasis on that one has to develop that art and skill to draw the trend line correctly to identify the various kind of patterns that emerge in the price chart, because trend line is the most important and widely used tool to identify the various kind of patterns, whether it is a triangular patterns or a wedge patterns or head and shoulder pattern, any kind of patterns. A trend line is the most commonly used tool. So in this pictorial diagram, I am going to draw a trend line. So this is the trend line where what I have done, I have joined the pivots, various pivots, this low to this low to this low. Once there is a 3 or more touch points, this becomes the standard trend line and established trend line. In this we can see before it has formed the right shoulder, price has broken down this trend line, which was the earliest signal that the trend has been broken down, and price has now corrected, given a pullback to test this trend line which was acting as a support. Now obviously the support will turn into resistance. So price corrected and tested this trend line to resume its downtrend once again. So friend, let me draw, this is the rising trend line and this is the neckline where I have explained just little while ago that if we can join this point when price has started rising, and this is the point from where the price has started rising to form the right shoulder. If we join these two lines, this is called neckline, and this is called the neckline, this particular line, and the price has broken below the neckline is known as breakdown. But there is normally a tendency in majority of the times when the price break down below the neckline, it will have a pullback to retest the neckline. So what has done, it has done a breakdown, then a little pullback where neckline has acted as a resistance. So majority of the traders take short position after a pullback has taken place. Yes, there will be several instances when this pullback doesn't happen, but it is safer to trade when pullbacks happen and there is a point of rejection from after neckline has been tested once again and showing a reversal by formation of some kind of bearish candlestick pattern. It could be a shooting star, it could be an evening star, it could be one black crow, or it could be a bearish engulfing kind of candlestick pattern, any kind of reversal candlestick pattern. Here we can set up our trade and go short in the market. So friend, this is the neckline which has been tested and is the right point to short the market. However, aggressive trader short here and then sets the stop loss above the right shoulder. So this is the how you decide to trade. But 65% time to 68% of the time, in a book called Encyclopedia of Chart Pattern, it has been explained that around 65 to 70% of the time there is a tendency after the breakdown has taken place of a head and shoulder to have a pullback to test the neckline, and if that happens then our risk reward ratio becomes quite favorable to take the short trade. So friend, after this has broken down neckline, the market will start making lower highs and lower lows kind of structure, will give a multiple opportunity to even swing to undertake the swing trading on short side. So let us move ahead to understand further. So friends, now let's understand the psychology behind formation of head and shoulder kind of pattern, and also understand to find out the question whether the neckline has to be horizontal or could be inclined also. So friends, I am putting forth the two pictorial diagram to make a difference out of it. So one diagram is this and another diagram is this. So what we can say in this particular diagram, this is the neckline because the market was making higher highs and higher lows kind of formation. This is the left shoulder that has been formed. Market corrected. This was the point when this particular correction halted, and from there the price went ahead to form the new high, which is the formation of a head in head and shoulder, and then price again corrected to stop the further downfall, and this is the point. These 2 points are connected and extended, which makes it a neckline. So in this particular diagram you can see the neckline is little inclined above, while in this diagram you can see the neckline is inclining down little. It doesn't make any difference because ultimately the point is to be identified is when right shoulder has been formed, price is correcting. This is the point from where the price starts rising is to be identified, and this is the point is to be identified from where the price is rising to form the right shoulder. And once these 2 points are drawn and this is broken down below, is the breakdown of a head and shoulder. Price has broken down, given a pullback, tested the neckline, and then again the downfall continued. So friend, now what should be the target? The target calculation is very simple, which I just forgot to explain you in the last pictorial diagram. Is nothing but we measure the distance between head and the neckline. Here this is shown by the dotted line, and for example this is the value of H. We from the point of breakdown of a neckline we project down, so the market is likely to achieve this, but this is the objective or a target which is minimum expected, because this is the formation is indicative of a reversal in the trend, which means the market is likely to make lower highs and lower lows kind of formation. As far as the market psychology goes, let us understand here the bull was in control because here the impulsive wave was much larger than the corrective waves. Hence, the bull was dominant, and each correction in the market or pullback in the market was buying opportunity where buying action came in. And then the price made a new high and price corrected here and then started rising. Price failed here to make a new high, which indicates that there is a diminishing momentum on upside, and sellers are coming in control slowly and slowly because the buyers failed to push the price higher, because the normal structure should have been the price should have gone and beaten this high and go past the previous high, but it did not happen. So it gives a first indication the weakness in the market for this particular stock, and the moment the price is broken down of this neckline, it indicates that the sellers are now in full control and they will dominate over the buyers, and each time when pullback will take place, it will be a selling opportunity in the market, and in this case the wave forming towards downside would be larger and hence known as impulsive wave, while the pullback will be a corrective wave which will be much smaller than the falling wave. So this is very, very important and significant to understand the psychology behind formation of head and shoulder, where in this phase the buyers were dominating, and now the moment this breakdown takes place, it indicates that now sellers are dominating over the buyers. So we should be making a friendship with the trend to remain on the side of the prevailing trend. So in this particular phase, we'll always try to find out the opportunity to short the market. And in this phase, we'll always find an opportunity to long the market. So what has happened? The first indication was when the market made to fail, new high is this point where right shoulder got formed, was the first indication of the weakness in the market and dominance of sellers over buyers. So friends, now let us understand the possible volume patterns when head and shoulder is under formation. Friends, before that, I would like to tell you, let me first project the pictorial diagram. This is the formation of head and shoulder. When left shoulder is formed and head is formed, means market here has made higher highs. So when we see the momentum indicator like RSI or MACD on price chart, you will find the negative divergence or called the bearish divergence. However, we have not yet covered the divergence part in our tutorial under 0 to hero. In subsequently, as we move ahead, we will be covering the divergence so that you can cross check. Because technical analysis is nothing but combining various studies to have understanding for the high probability trade. So we are covering topic one by one so that you develop a sense for each and every aspects of technical analysis and then be able to practice on the price chart and finally be in a position to combine various studies to find the confluencing area to find the high probability trade so that your accuracy of technical analysis improves substantially. So we'll be covering various topics under 0 to hero tutorial series on this channel. So friend, here is the pictorial diagram. What we can see here is the formation of left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And if we see the pattern of volume, here, when the market was in markup phase, it means the buyers were dominating the market and there was extent of buying was more than the extent of selling which was coming in the market, and hence the wave forming on upside was larger than the wave correcting. In this particular phase, you will see the rising volume pattern on the price chart. And the moment you reach to the formation of head to this particular zone, you will see the depletion in the volume, that the diminishing volume can be seen. And the moment breakdown takes place of head and shoulder, you will again have a surge in the volume. Indicates that the extent of participation has increased and people are indulging into the activities of selling and exiting the market on this particular stock where head and shoulder has appeared. So friends, what is the reliability of head and shoulder? Head and shoulder is quite a reliable pattern. Its reliability is considered to be high, where you will have most of the pattern formation head and shoulder, whether inverse head and shoulder or head and shoulder, you will have that in majority of the times targets gets achieved. So the reliability is pretty high of a head and shoulder. So let us move ahead to understand further. So friends, before we move ahead to understand the inverse head and shoulder which appears in the accumulation phase, let us take an example for head and shoulder on the price chart, where I'll explain to have a better understanding for you as to how head and shoulder are formed and how the trading activity can be undertaken, as to how the target can be arrived at, as to how the stop loss can be fixed. So all these aspects will be discussed when we take an example on price chart. So friends, this is the price chart of Escorts India, and this particular analysis was done on this channel under the trade area and trading idea, kind of where we keep on uploading the videos when various kind of charting patterns or trading opportunity appear on the chart. We interact on the various kind of analytical aspects of the chart formation and price action, so as to communicate the understanding to the people who have already learned the technical analysis and wants to practice whatever topics they have learned. So friend, this is the Escorts. You can see this was the markup phase where the price was making higher highs and higher lows kind of formation. Market corrected to this level, formed this, and this was the left shoulder form. From here the market start rising. So we mark this point, and here head was formed, price corrected, then again from here price start rising and formed a right shoulder, and then price broke down in this area. Price given a pullback to test the neckline. This is the neckline which has been drawn. So friend, this is the breakdown of the inverse head and shoulder, indicating that after the distribution phase, the price has now come into the markdown phase, where the process of redistribution will continue and the price structure would be lower highs and lower lows kind of price formation. If we pay attention to this particular area, can you observe that here a small head and shoulder has been formed? Price has gone up. This is the left shoulder. Price corrected. Then start rising to form the head. Then price corrected to form the right shoulder here. And if you draw a neckline here, this was the breakdown. From here, price given a pullback to test the neckline, and then again the downtrend assumed. So the indication of distribution phase was observed during this price action. However, this is the larger picture I am trying to explain you. Now I am drawing a trend line. Can you see the trend line? Price has taken support here, taken support here, taken support here, and the price broke down here. So here, this established trend line from a long time was broken down, indicating that the trend is broken. And if I draw another trend line, possibility of drawing is another trend line is price has taken support here, price has taken support here, price has taken support here, and then price broke down of this trend line, pull back, and now this trend line which was acting as a support now is acting as a resistance, where we can see whenever the price reaches to the trend line, we can see the price rejection, selling pressure came in there, and the price started moving down. Now in this particular pattern, what should be the strategy? Now the question here is, we can see another head and shoulder pattern here. We can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and breaking down of the price. So you'll have multiple times several kind of patterns. If you have a keen observation on the price chart, you can identify several kind of patterns. So friends, in order to calculate the target, we measure from head to neckline. This is the vertical line. So this is, for example, the value is H, and we will project it from the point of breakdown to arrive at the target. So we are projecting, this is the breakdown. From here, this will be the target. So this is the H projected down. The price is likely to fall from this level to minimum H, which is the minimum objective of head and shoulder, the target. So entry would be at this point after the pullback had taken place and price rejection. So entry zone would be here, or it could be on formation of this head and shoulder pattern. And what should be the stop loss? Stop loss would be this dotted line, which is above high of the right shoulder, would be the stop loss. So when we wait for the pullback to correct and and then the trend resumes, if we enter here, then this particular neckline can be used as a reference, and even the 1 ATR above stop loss should be enough. What is ATR? We have not covered into this tutorial. We will be covering ATR also, but broadly to understand as of now is, when the breakdown takes place, price pulls back, again shows a rejection, we make an entry here, and stop loss would be here, target would be here, which has been calculated by measuring from head to the neckline, projecting from the point of breakdown. And this is how the target is calculated, and short side opportunity can be encashed in the market. So friends, now we have understood the concept of head and shoulder. So now we take up inverse head and shoulder, which is nothing but opposite of head and shoulder. Because in this case, the market originally was in downtrend, then an accumulation phase appears, and then this kind of pattern appears, which indicates that the market is changing the trend from down to up. And how to identify the various kind of market phases, we have already covered under the series Zero to Hero tutorial series, when we covered the 6 underlying doctrines of Charles M. Dow, who is known as father of modern day technical analysis, was also a founder editor of Wall Street Journal, which is the world famous journal in the world on financial markets. So friend, let us understand inverse head and shoulder, and this is, I will explain you pictorially first before we go to the example on the price chart. So the market was in a downtrend, which means market was making lower highs and lower lows kind of structure in the market. So the falling wave was larger than the wave which got formed on pullback of the price. So this wave is larger than this wave. Then market makes another low, then market makes high, and at this time the market makes a low, then recovers, then again makes a right shoulder, and here what happens, market here fails to make a new low, which is the first sign of that the sellers who were dominating in this phase of the market are now losing grip, and slowly buyers are taking over sellers, and now they are likely to dominate, was the first indication we got when the price corrected here but failed to make a new low. It did not go below this level. So this forms the left shoulder and this forms the head, and now price makes a move and breaks out of this neckline. How we have drawn the neckline? When the market was falling, left shoulder was formed, price moved up, and point from where the price started moving down to form the head of the inverse head and shoulder was marked, and again the price moves up, and again price started correcting on the downside. This point was marked. These 2 points have been joined and extended. Price broken out of this. Indication here is now the price has reached to the markup phase where future structure of the market is likely to be higher highs and higher lows, and market is now reaching to the markup phase where buyers will dominate, where the impulsive wave would be larger when the price moves up and corrective wave would be smaller, because it is known as corrective wave against the prevailing trend of the market. So here the price has once again corrected, tested the neckline, and then uptrend resumed. As far as the calculation of the target is concerned, is very simple, and the similar fashion will make the measurement from head to neckline by drawing the line. This is the neckline, and will project from here on the top to calculate the target. What will be the stop loss? We'll make an entry here, or we wait for a correction to take place, and when the neckline is tested, one bullish candlestick pattern is formed to confirm the bounce back from the neckline. That pattern could be bullish engulfing, that pattern could be bullish hammer, or could be morning star or one white soldier, any kind of bullish candlestick pattern, and various type of candlestick pattern have already been covered under the tutorial series Zero to Hero. So if you have not seen those tutorials, go back to the tutorial series. A separate playlist there is there on the channel where you can find out various videos on different topics of technical analysis. So friend, here we calculate the target and project it. So this is the way the from head to the neck measurement is done and target is projected on upside. So this becomes our target, but target is the minimum objective of any chart pattern. Best strategy is to ride the trend and trail the stop loss. Now let us take the example on the price chart for understanding inverse head and shoulder. So friend, this is the price chart, and what we can observe on this price chart is that the market was in downtrend, was making lower highs and lower lows kind of formation, and the market post correction makes this kind of corrective wave and then it starts falling here. So this is the formation of left shoulder, this is the formation of head, price moves up, makes another correction from here, again the price moves up, and this is the neckline. What we have done, we have joined this point from where the fall is started to form the head, and this point from where the fall is started to make the right shoulder, and here is the breakout of the price which has taken place. So we will measure the distance between head to the neckline, and this is the distance we measure, and then project it from the point of breakout to arrive at the target, that is the minimum objective where the price moves. This breakout of a reversal chart pattern, it is the accumulation phase, indicates that the price which was trending down will now change its course and has reached to the markup phase, where the price structure is likely to be higher highs and higher lows kind of formation, because the price has reached to the markup phase, which is also known as public participation phase, where it will give number of opportunities for long trading or swing trading opportunity in markup phase of the market. Now friends, let's understand the certain rules which has to be kept in the mind when we understand head and shoulder and build the trading strategy to trade head and shoulder or inverse head and shoulder. So friends, let us understand certain rules which are essentially to be kept in the mind before we initiate a trade after we have observed the formation of head and shoulder or inverse head and shoulder. Now, what are those rules? The first rule is very simple to understand, is that we must confirm the volume. Whenever there is a breakdown of head and shoulder or breakout of inverse head and shoulder, there should be increase in the volume towards confirmation of that breakout or breakdown. Because the volume is nothing but it's a confirmation, because it indicates the extent of participation. And then friends, rule number 2 is that we should wait for testing of the neckline after breakout has taken place, which is much safer trade than to trade straight away on breakout. However, choice is left to you, because many a times it doesn't test back also. So that time you may realize that this is the lost opportunity. So I am sharing what I do. I always wait for the opportunity when price corrects, test the neckline after breakout has taken place or breakdown has taken place, and at that time the relevant confirmation by a formation of a bullish candlestick pattern or bearish candlestick pattern as the case may be, and then I initiate the trade where the risk reward ratio is quite favorable and the probability of success is much higher. The third thing to be kept in mind is entry should always be done above the breakout candle, high of the breakout candle, above high of the breakout candle, or in case of breakdown, the short selling should be initiated below the low of the breakdown candle, so that we can avoid the fake breakout situation or false breakout situation or breakdown situation to a large extent. And friend, another thing is to be kept in the mind that stop loss could be 1 ATR above or below the neckline when we are waiting for retesting of the neckline and then initiating the trade. And if we are initiating the trade just immediately the breakdown has taken place or breakout has taken place, then the formation of right shoulder becomes the base. The stop loss should be below the right shoulder or above the right shoulder as the case may be. And the friends, another rule is check the risk reward ratio before initiating the trade, because we know how to calculate the target, we know the stop loss value, we know the entry price, so we calculate the risk and reward which is possible in this trade, and accordingly if risk reward ratio is favorable, that it is said that the minimum risk reward ratio should be 1:2, then only we can initiate the trade with a positive expectancy in the mind. And then friends, we should fix the target. Either you book the profit on the attainment of the target, or else build a strategy to ride the trend and trail the stop loss. So it will vary from person to person, but riding the trend is very, very important, because the reversal chart pattern is the initial point where the market is entering either into markup phase or markdown phase. So friends, I do hope that you must have liked the presentation, and friends, if you have liked the presentation, I would be awaiting for your feedback in the comment section of this video. And friends, if you have liked the presentation, give a lot of likes, friends, so that I remain motivation, because your liking gives me that stimulus which is required to continuously make the tutorial and various kind of educational videos on this channel. Friend, don't forget to share this video among your social base, friend circle, trader community, so that other people can also benefit out of these kind of tutorials on the channel, and in the process they subscribe the channel to become part of your and my family. And friend, if you're watching this video and not yet subscribed the channel, do subscribe, enable the notification bell, so that you are well notified on time for upcoming uploads. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. We will meet again soon.